when I was first starting out with my pens, I had purchased Pilot, Preras, and I had Platinum Preppies, and some disposables. I was using Varsity disposables and Zebra disposable fountain pens. And my first pen, I wanted to get kind of a nicer pen. This was this Opus 88 Mini, and had it for a little while, and I loved it. It comes with those Jowo nibs, a number 5 nib, and it has just that little bit of bounciness cushion that those nibs are known for. And it was great. It was very eye-opening for me to try kind of a more expressive nib, I guess is what you could call it. Had a little bit more bounce, a little more personality. And this is what really kicked me off my exploration of other pens and nibs, and just wanted to see what was out there. So I originally got this in fine. Thought I'd branch out, and I got a couple other nibs for it. I got a broad, I got this medium that's on here. Don't really care for the medium. Just doesn't feel as expressive to me. And I definitely don't like broads, so I'm gonna go back to my fine. So I thought just real quick, I would swap this out. So it's really simple. I bought the pen first, and then I bought the nibs later at Van Ness Pen Shop. VanNess1938.com is the URL, and I'll send it to you. Super friendly, great deal. They do have a lot of Opus 88s. So all you need to do, this is really simple. Well, let me show you the replacement nib. If you've ever done this or interested in it. And you get this complete nib set in this little threaded collar, which is pretty cool. So it has the little entry point threaded collar. This is all fully assembled, so all you have to do is just remove the old assembly, nib assembly, and then put this new one in. And then if you need it, it comes with these little O-rings that you put down around this tip if you need it. I probably won't need it, but I've got it just in case. So let's, I had some Montegrappa green in here. One thing that's cool about these Opus pens, they're all eyedropper fill, and they have this little valve. You can't really see it because it's the plastic is a little dark, but they have this little valve where you can pull down. You can see there's a stopper. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little stopper that goes up and closes off the feed from the ink chamber. Perfect for traveling. This is the first fountain pen I ever traveled with. and it's so one thing I should have done was lock that off and then write this feed down a bit. There's a lot of ink in this feed still. And I just touched it earlier and I got a lot of ink on me. So I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do, you can use a piece of paper towel. That worked for me, but you want to grip it very firmly, kind of down toward the bottom. You can use one of these things. I've got one of these Goulet grips, just a piece of this stuff. You just wrap it around here and, firmly, but not too firmly. You don't want to bend these fins and you don't want to deform your nib, but just kind of toward the bottom, grab it. And I'm going to hold the nib and feed in the same place, and I'm just going to turn the body. You can see it loosening, and it just comes right out. Sweet. So let me put that one down, and I'll just use my fingers to do this one. I've already got the ink chamber shut off, so this is the fine. Let me make sure this is the fine. Yep, it's the fine. Put it in here. And I don't want to tighten it too tight, but I want to make it so it's not going to leak all over me. 2, 3. A few little quarter turns there. Looks great. That was easy. Crazy simple. This is very rewarding for me to try these because the nibs were much less expensive than the new pen. So I think I paid $75 for the pen itself, and the replacement nibs were about 25 bucks. So it was a lot more fun and a lot easier to kind of expand what I can do with this pen by buying nibs rather than just buying other pens. So there we go. Normally you need to take a little time for the feed to saturate, so I'm going to open this up. And what you can do is what they call force the nib, or force the feed. So normally I would just let gravity take effect and slowly work its way through the feed and saturate, but that takes a few minutes, and I'm lazy. I'm impatient. So I'm just gonna, this is kind of just a piston. It's not really a wide piston or anything. It's just gonna be enough for me to force some ink down into the feed. You can see it's bubbling out just a little bit there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move it up. See, it's got a little ink coming down. So I've got some ink in the feed. Might still need to saturate a bit, so we'll just do that. Let's look at what we got here. See how it worked out. No, not quite. Don't need to let it sit for a minute or force it again. So let's do the impatient, impractical. Just see what we can do with physics. Fun with physics here. There we go. Got a couple drops out of it. Okay, that's better. Actually, should have got a couple drops out of it from the beginning, but I was just impatient. So here we go. This, oh yeah, is an Opus 88 Mini in fine. This is Monte Grappa green. Love this. Just a little bounce, bounce, bounce. Just totally opened my eyes to the world of pen nibs and what's possible. So that was it. That's all I did. So I'm gonna throw this in my daily carry bag for tomorrow, and I'll be able to write with my fine nib again. It'll be a great reunion. Thanks a lot.